up with Al and your weather today. Weekday mornings from 6 to 11 on the Weather Channel. And now, your local on the 8's.
An ice storm warning is in effect for our area. Currently, the temperature is 23 degrees under cloudy skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, heavy freezing rain, significant icing possible, low 25. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Wednesday, ice changing to rain, high 37. East-northeast winds shifting to west-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And Wednesday night, a few clouds, low 19. Winds west at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And on Thursday, partly cloudy skies, high 27. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
The Weather Channel, the Winter Weather Authority.
Good evening, everyone from Chicago, Illinois, where we continue to take it on the chin here tonight. Snowfall rates at 1 inch an hour plus, already 5 inches plus at Midway Airport, and winds, they've been gusting at 50 miles an hour. The night is young, my friends. Weather Center starts right now.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us on Weather Center tonight. I'm Crystal Lager.
And I'm Chris Warren. Right now, it is 7 o'clock Central Time, and it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast.
Instead of our scheduled programming of Cantori stories, we are continuing extended live coverage of the major Midwest storm. Right now, several cities are under blizzard warnings through tomorrow, including Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, and Detroit, and at least 2 Missouri counties are now under a state of emergency. This storm is expected to bring more heavy snow and ice to the northeast through the overnight hours, and the heaviest snows are expected to fall in western and upstate New York, into southern parts of New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine as well. All of these places could see more than a foot of snow by tomorrow night.
And take a look at this. Take a look at the extent of the winter weather we are going to be dealing with tonight and into tomorrow. Places like Kansas City still under a blizzard warning. Chicago also under a blizzard warning until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Detroit, 7 in the evening, blizzard warning in effect. This is a far-reaching storm, and we're going to be seeing the snow develop as well and pick up in intensity for parts of the Northeast. Let's take a look at this storm as it moves across the country. And you can see right here, Kansas City to Chicago, over to Cleveland in the snow. That's where you're seeing the white and the blue. That's your snow. The blue is the heavier snow. And then between Cleveland and Cincinnati, you have that mix. We can still see some icing, and icing is going to remain a problem as well. And then south of Cincinnati, you see the yellows and the greens and the orange. That is where we're going to be dealing with the heaviest rain as we head into tonight and tomorrow.
We have live team coverage right now on Weather Center. Storm tracker Jim Cantori has you covered in Chicago. Meteorologist Eric Fisher live in St. Louis tonight. Ron Blome is live in Oklahoma City. Janelle Klein reporting live tonight from Indiana. And Scott Newell is in Boston, where the storm is headed next. Mark Elliott is on standby right now in our digital media center, monitoring what's happening online. And we'll check in with our director of our Global Forecast Center, Dale Eck. Oh, but first we want to bring in storm tracker Jim Cantori. And Jim, if this is the Super Bowl of weather, I guess we're just starting to head into the third quarter, right?
You know what, Chris? I think we're approaching the end of the second quarter right now. because of what we got to go on even through tomorrow. And you know what? It's like let's bring in the reinforcements here. Check it out. Look,
you need a hot cup, bro.
I do.
You need a hot cup.
We got Mike Bettis here tonight.
I was in disguise there.
You just can't sleep though.
I can't. When you've got a storm like, I mean, sitting in the hotel and watching, I'm like, I'm missing the whole thing. I got to get out there, but you look cold, so.
Especially after this morning. I mean, you're waiting there on over by the shed. It's all wind all day, and then it starts like puking snow.
Borrow these, by the way, Ken, man. You look like you need these.
I will take those.
So,
actually,
right.
I'll take those and get them back to you. What do you think of this? Just measure up.
So far so good. I mean, I think it's as advertised. I'm a little bit worried the low's a little fast. So I think the forecast may be a little bit high right now, but I still think it's going to be probably the biggest February snowstorm Chicago sees.
Yeah, I think the key to getting historic snowfall here is going to be what happens with the lake effect and the lake enhance.
Well, if we can kick that in afterwards and get another maybe 4, 5, 6 inches out of it, I think the forecast verifies.
Yeah, guys, like a hurricane. If you look at the big picture of the radar here, it's hot chocolate's warm. I can feel it here. Yeah, go ahead, put those back on. It almost looks like dry air is getting into this as it's kind of cutting off. And what we expect to happen, and Dale could talk about this a little bit later on, is we're going to see a transfer of the energy to the coast. And that's why New England and the Northeast is going to get crushed. So we'll see how much dry air gets into it and kind of pollutes the snowfall. But right now we're going strong. We got 1 inch plus an hour. Midway's at 5. We've got gusts at 50, so there are some sporadic power outages.
Good luck,
it's going to be a long night.
I think I had my fill. I'm going to go back to the hotel.
Yeah, thanks for the hot chocolate, Michael. I appreciate that. Yeah. All right, guys, Mike Bettis coming back tomorrow morning, obviously, with Wake Up with Al. Early time at 5 o'clock. Guys, this is... Sorry, I just had to. It's warming my hands, so I'm like, now it needs to warm my throat. Look down Michigan Avenue, though. This is just incredible. Hi, Rick and Jill. All right, we got everybody out here with the signage tonight. Look at this guy, almost in a full suit right in through here. We still got the cabs running. We've seen mass transit running. Obviously, there's been delays with that as well, and we do expect that to continue through the night. Public schools, as well as the zoo guys, closed. Almost as many flights we saw today canceled into O'Hare are already canceled tomorrow at Chicago and Midway as well. So the city's shutting down, and rightly so. Do expect delays, guys, as we go toward tomorrow. Now, we're not standing 100 feet from the Michigan Avenue Bridge. Here it is, looking at it from the WMAQ camera here, and you can see what it looks like down. This is a camera here, big guy. They're looking down. They took another camera, and you can see the wind just blowing around. We got easily, especially along the Chicago River, gusts to about 30 miles per hour. So it is cranking, but you know what? Chicago, it's a hardy bunch. Even a blizzard like this isn't going to slow you down. Again, we will see what this storm's dynamics do, and that will determine our final outcome. Either way, we're going to be up over 15 inches, I think, before all is said and done. Chris and Crystal, back to you.
All right, Jim Cantore, February coming in like a lion. I guess that's a bit of an understatement.
And, of course, here at the Weather Channel, we are the Winter Weather Authority, and Eric Fisher is live tonight in St. Louis.
Yeah, you know it's a big storm that you've seen a busy season. You get 10 inches of snow in Massachusetts. Not even...